Alrighty, guys, so it's about 1:30 p.m. on the East Coast right now, and the markets are absolutely ripping. We have the S&P 500 up about, 2.1%. The Nasdaq's up almost 3%. The Russell's up 2.4%. And we have the Dow Jones up about 1.8% as the VIX is down 4%. So we got to break down the markets in this video, stocks, charts, what I'm doing. So sit back, relax, take a sip of your coffee, and let's get right into the video. So check it out, guys. We are now approaching, when it comes to SPY, which you should know tracks the S&P 500, guys. This is approaching $408 to about $410 a share, which if you look here on the 20-day chart, that was resistance. When was it? Back on the 17th of this month of May. You guys can see if I zoom in a bit, that is where we peaked out, and then obviously we had that big dump to about 380, and now we've recovered. And it seems like, if you guys remember, I called out this inverse head and shoulders, I think 2 days ago. That ended up playing out. Look, guys, left shoulder right here, head right here. Let me show you if it wants to work. Come on. There we go. And then we have the right shoulder. I butchered it, but you guys know what I mean. So that played out. We're now at about, like I said, 408, 410. And this is the moment of truth, right? Are bulls able to break out a $410, 415, that general 5-point area or range, whatever you want to call it? I think if bulls could get out of there, there could be a huge push, maybe towards 430. 430 was the high from not too long ago, just 3 weeks ago, from earlier this month of May. So I think that's where we could be headed, especially if we break 410, 415. And when it comes to triple Q, which tracks the Nasdaq 100, guys, let's pull this up. Triple Q's up 3%, breaking out of the moving averages on the 20-day chart. Looks like we're about to get a golden cross as well, but the only difference here is we're not so close to the high point from earlier this month like SPY is. SPY is a bit closer, but it's only 5 points. Honestly, that's not that far away. If we have another big green day, we could easily be at 305, 310. Excuse me, guys. And if that point breaks, I'm telling you, 310, 305, 330 is right around the corner. 330 was the high from earlier this month. So markets are starting to make a move. It's not a complete clear-cut reversal yet. Let me make that clear. Not quite yet. But if we start breaking these barriers, these resistance points that I just mentioned, there could be a bigger reversal in store. That could happen. And quite frankly, we are very much in need of that, considering, no joke, in a straight line, guys, triple Q went down from 370 to 280 in just 55 days. We're talking 25% in 55 days. SPY went down. Let's pull that up. SPY went down in that same time period about 15%. So these markets have been destroyed. And could this be the start? I think it could be the start of that reversal. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and make sure to get your free money for Moo. If you haven't done so already, you get up to 5 free shares of stock, each up to $2,500. Use that link down below, deposit at least $100, and boom, you get your money. And if you deposit $2,000, you also get a free share of Twitter on top of those other 5 stocks, and that runs out at the end of this month, guys. So make sure you get on that. Again, link down below, and you could also get 6 stocks from Webull, guaranteed. This is free money. Again, guys, link down below. It also helps out the channel. I appreciate you guys as always. Cheers. And let's get into some stocks now, because as you can imagine, the markets are green. Like I said, there's a lot of individual stocks that are green right now. We have Macy's up a ridiculous amount. Alibaba, which Alibaba reported earnings this morning, guys. Same with Macy's. And we have Gamestop, CCL, Tesla, AMD. A lot of stocks are going crazy. So let's just get into it. Starting off with, we might as well go over Baba. We might as well start off with Baba, because you guys, I know a lot of people are like, oh, Alibaba, the stock's going to zero. Well, look at it today, guys, up 15%. They just reported earnings this morning of $1.25 versus $1.10, so they beat EPS. And they ended up beating revenue, $32.19 billion versus $29.94 billion. So they crushed it, double beat. But don't get it twisted. The stock is still in a downtrend, still under the 180 SMA, still at a lower high technically. But if we start breaking out of 95, which right now we're testing 95, into the hundreds. Who knows? Maybe a reversal could be in store. And now that I'm looking at it, triple bottom. Do you guys see that? I'm not calling this as the bottom for sure, but we have to point out what is in front of us, right? And in this case, we do have a triple bottom. Now we're starting to break out after earnings. Markets in general are moving to the upside. If this continues, Baba breaks 95, 100, 105, there could be some sort of extended rally in my opinion. And full disclosure, I'm long Baba. I am down on it. I'm down a decent chunk, and I'm planning on holding it for the long term. So that's Alibaba. We also had Macy's report this morning, which Macy's, they did $1.08 EPS versus 82 cents, so they beat with revenue of $5.35 billion versus $5.33 billion. So nice double beat for Macy's. And the big thing is they raised their full-year EPS guidance by a pretty good chunk. And you guys know when companies report numbers, they raise guidance. That is what the stock market likes in the short term, because the stock market is forward-looking. And if you raise guidance for the next quarter, for the full year, whatever it may be, that's good stuff. So they're running 18%. And notice we are at a big resistance now. The 180 SMA right around $23 here on the 4-hour chart. So if this fails, don't be surprised if we dump back into the teens. All honesty, guys, seriously. But if we start making a move out of $25 to 28, which is where my alerts are, hey, maybe we start making a move from there. And for me, guys, personally, until we do get there, if we even get there, who knows, I'm on the sidelines, right? I'm going to be patient with it. So Macy's, Baba, those are ripping. Gamestop is another one. Let's pull this up. Then we'll talk about big tech for a little bit. Make sure you guys stick on throughout. GameStop went ballistic earlier. Did you guys see it? It was up at one point 22%. Now it's up 8.5%. So it has come down a good chunk from 148 being the intraday high. Now it's at 125. It is down 15%. Holy crap. So at one point it was up almost 25% on the day. Very big day for GameStop. And the big technical break that I'm noticing here is the move above, well, I guess now it's back under 132. That's the funny part. But it did break over 132. It got to 148, like I said. And the fact that we took out that resistance was a good sign for the bulls. Now, again, we're back under it. But let's say we start making another big push, which I wouldn't put it past GameStop, guys. I think it's very possible. It's in a very bullish kick again. You know, a lot of momentum's coming in. So if we start moving back over, let's pull up the 5-day chart. Look at that. So we got very overextended, profit being taken right now for sure. If this starts making a move, let's say from 125 back over 135 into 150, or I mean, obviously at that point it could get to 150. But if it starts making a move, to be specific, 132.50, 133 above that point, which is where I'm going to set my alert, I might as well. This could really start going towards 150. I mean, it's crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but at the end of the day, with GameStop, is anything really too crazy? I don't think anything is that crazy when we're looking at GameStop. So I'm going to set my alert at 133, and who knows, maybe I'll add some shares for fun. You know, I haven't really put any extremely speculative money to work lately, but maybe with this, I'll hop in as a trade on a Friday, or it seems like Friday today for some reason. It's only Thursday, but maybe I'll buy it. And we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes, guys. So GameStop's looking very, very interesting here. Set your alert at 133. That's what I'm doing at least. And when it comes to big tech, let's run through what's going on with the Apples of the world, the Amazon. Let's see what's going on. Apple's up 2%. We are now trading at 143.40. And I told you guys, look, the 50 SMA on the 4-hour, if we start breaking out of there, which today we did, and we crack above 145, which we almost did. If you guys take a look at the intradays, right around 145. If we do ultimately break back over 145, that is where I think a big move, a reversal in the short term, of course, not a complete full reversal to all-time highs, but you know, some sort of rally. I said this a couple of days ago. Some sort of rally could come. I think from 145 towards 150, maybe 155. So Apple, I'm watching it. I like it. Facebook's on a tear today. It's up 3.4%. Is not quite yet on as nice as a chart, let me put it that way, as Apple is. Apple, you guys saw, it might reverse to 150, 155. Facebook is still clearly in a downtrend. I mean, it's still under both moving averages. Yes, it has recovered nicely off the recent lows, but it's still on a downtrend. And full disclosure, I'm long Facebook. I'm also long Apple. And I actually bought more Facebook, what was it, 2 days ago when it was in the 170s? I bought more at 176. I'm not even kidding, guys. I don't think I timed the bottom perfectly. Or actually, no, I did. Not to the exact cent, but I bought at 176.70 or something like that. And now we're at 190. Crazy move there. I'm already up on those shares. On that lot, about 7.5%, 8%. Pretty big move there in just 2-3 days. It was 3 days ago. Yeah, it was on what? What was that? Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, it was after we got the news from Snapchat the day after, as Facebook got hit very aggressively. I took advantage of that, bought more Facebook, and I'm going to be building a position. I've been doing this for months, I'm going to continue buying this. If it goes, I kind of want it to go under 160, 150. If it starts going down there, I'm going to be buying it very aggressively. And who knows, at some point at this rate, this might become my second biggest individual stock holding. You guys know Google's my biggest. This might be my second pretty soon here. That is if I buy, let's say, a couple more, tranches of shares or lots, whatever you want to call it, right? Which I plan on doing at lower prices. And we'll see how that goes, guys. So Facebook, Apple, Google is up right now, 2.4%. Nice day for Google. This hasn't quite yet reversed. It's still clearly under the moving averages like Facebook. And if we go to Amazon, this is one that's slowly breaking out. It's still under the 180. Don't get it twisted, but it's now above the 50 moving average, which it hasn't been for over a month at this point. So this is starting to rally. Amazon's up 5%. We have that split coming up in a week, 2 weeks, a little bit less than 2 weeks. So that's going to be interesting. This might rally into the split. I mentioned, or maybe this was on TikTok Live. I think it was on TikTok Live. Sorry, guys, I got something in my nose. Ugh, I was about to sneeze for a second. Excuse me there. I think it was on TikTok Live where somebody asked me about Amazon, and I explained the scenario. I think if we get an overall market rally, which right now today we are, if this continues, let's say, and Amazon splits into the rally, let's say the rally continues, we get Amazon split, Amazon stock might go bananas. It could really crush it. And I mean going maybe 10, 15%. Considering it's down so much, if we get that momentum to shift to the upside a little bit, we get that split, I think Amazon can do well. That's what I mentioned on my TikTok Live yesterday. Make sure to follow me on TikTok, @StasSurfez. I go live there sporadically. I mean, there's no schedule. Randomly, if I'm walking my dog, I go live and we talk for 20, 30 minutes. So if you want to get or follow me, get on those lives, go on TikTok, follow me there, @StasSurfez. Again, @StasSurfez. And I guess with that being said, Microsoft is one more we can look at. This one's up 1.4%. It is above the 50, but not quite yet above the 180 SMA. So I'm going to set my alert at 275. There we go. Mark is at or above. Boom. And I guess with that being said, that's it. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, subscribe. The markets are crushing it. It's one of those days. Gotta love it. And I'll catch you in the next one. Get your free money from Moomoo. 5 stocks. Link down below. Deposit at least $100. You get up to 5 stocks, each up to $2,500. Deposit $2,000. You also get a free share of Twitter. Don't forget to also get your 6 stocks from Webull and join my Patreon. All that link down below. Cheers. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.